Number 225 in the Eureka Masters of Cinema collection is Go West from the Buster Keaton Volume 3 set. Now this is the longest of the three Buster Keaton movies in this set, and this was possibly one that I was not really interested in. Don't really know why. Just reading the synopses, it seemed like this one had the least kind of going for it story-wise, and I was right. It does have the least amount going for it story-wise. There is not a lot of intertitles here, fairly early on into Keaton's career, and I kind of liked that about it. I liked the fact that it didn't constantly have to explain what was going on. It was fairly self-explanatory, and although there's not a great deal of plot here, it was really engaging. It was really exciting to watch this character. I loved certain touches about the movie. We're open up to see Buster Keaton's character selling all of his worldly belongings, pretty much for some bread and meat, and he decides to just hop on a train and take it as far west as he can. And he gets off, still a little bit of a bustling city, an atmosphere that he's not too happy with, too many people rushing about, and he jumps back on the train, and it just does such small things that are wonderful. Like the passage of time on the train is shown by how much of his bread and food has disappeared. He's holding this package. The first time it starts, it's about that. Then when he stops, it's here until he gets to his final destination, and it's this big. It's just a really nice idea of showing the passage of time. And we see the character finally get to the Old West. His garb isn't really fitting, so he steals some cowboy clothes and manages to secure a job on a ranch, even though he knows nothing about what he's doing. And it's just kind of seeing him getting used to dealing with this new life, how he deals with the people here, how they're all capable and cowboyish, and he's kind of sullen and smaller than the rest of them and kind of unable of doing the basic things. But he starts to ingratiate himself onto this household by, well, first helping a young cow whose foot is kind of caught in a rock, and by doing that he makes a friend and a co-star that's going to be with him the rest of the movie, this cow that is constantly there. And there's a really nice addition to the film, and we have a little bit of sound mixed in on this one as well, and it took maybe the second or third time for it to happen, for it to really register that I was hearing sound within this silent movie, because they have the dinner bell every now and again, which is a reoccurring kind of joke done in the group of threes, where he gets there for dinner just as everybody's finishing and misses out on food, which pays off greatly by the third time it comes round. But when they're ringing the dinner bell, you hear the sound in the film, and it just never even rang true the first time I heard it. You know, it took almost the third time before I was like, hang on, there's sound in this silent film, which was a great addition. And you just, although it's not usually as full of the pratfalls and the funny commonality that Keaton brings, it has a lot more with it, a lot more great deal of pathos with it, as I really kind of liked the character, as I liked his insistence of trying to save this cow from being branded, from being sold to the slaughterhouse, how it ramps up to this, as per usual, wonderfully elaborate and crazy finale, where it ends up with Buster Keaton, 1,000 heads of cattle in the middle of a city, is just wonderfully over the top, creative, and brings the film all round about again. There's a particular scene in this that I like, where Keaton goes to play cards, and he's known for not smiling, and the person draws a gun on him and says, if you say that, you better be smiling. And there's almost a fourth wall break as he looks at the camera as if to go, come on, you know, and has to kind of force a smile, which is just a funny little inclusion in this film. And I really did like Go West for being a movie that was really endearing, and I'm not really too sure why overall. This one, I mean, I've seen ones with crazier plot lines or more stunts, but this one just seemed to be stripped back. It just seemed to be Buster doing a lot of what he does best, simple pratfalls, simple setups that are funny and engaging. And of course the over-the-top crazy train finale is something that is really enjoyable. Go West was wonderful. I had a great deal of time with it. I'm going to get on to college at some point. I'll probably leave it another week or so. I find it's best to kind of space these movies out because I really enjoy them, and just putting them all together, they kind of meld together, whereas I want to kind of churn them over a little bit in my head. But I'd love to know your thoughts on Go West. Let me know in the comment box below, and I'll see you next time on Man v Film.